Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're looking at this 1972 Pontiac GTO engine and transmission, and today I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. I'm going to disconnect the transmission from the engine, and I'm going to set that engine on an engine stand in preparation of freshening it up. I can't even say it. And paint it the correct color, do some gasket replacing, and just to make it look good and detail it, and whatever it needs, we're going to do it. So I just wanted to show you a quick close-up of this engine. This is the original engine on the 72 Pontiac GTO. I did check the numbers on it, and there's number matching. I haven't checked the transmission numbers, but I will later on in some of these videos to make sure that it's also a numbers matching transmission. That's what it looks like. The only thing I can see that is different from original is that carburetor there. Apparently someone had removed the original quadrajet carburetor and replaced it with the Holley carb. You can see some of the original paint right there, and rusty valve covers. I think that is correct, the valve covers to be chromed for this year model for this car. I'm not sure whether original or not. We can definitely check them out. The accessories are on except for the air conditioner compressor, but everything seems to be intact. So let me set this camera up, and we're going to remove that transmission bell housing, clutch assembly, flywheel, that kind of stuff, so that we can put it on the engine stand. So let's get that done. Here we go. Okay, so let's get this started. I got my brand new engine stand right there that I ordered online. Got a great deal on it. Beautiful orange. It's ready to go. That motor ready to go on that. I got my chain hooked up to it. I got my power tool, so I'm going to start by removing these 4 bolts on the transmission. And hopefully you can see everything that I'm doing. I got the light set up so you can get a better view of it. So let's remove the 4 bolts on the transmission, pull it out, do the bell housing, and pull all the clutch items from there, including the flywheel. That way I can set that nice and neat on the engine stand, get it off the ground, and get it out of here so I can start working on it. So here we go. Let's start by doing those 4 bolts right there. Let me get my stuff ready here. I got birds chirping all over the place in the background. It's a beautiful day here in East Texas. After the rain, nice and cloudy, beautiful day. So let's see if this is strong enough to take this off. I'm gonna get a pry bar over here somewhere. I mean, it has 4 bolts already out, so there's nothing holding it except the splines into the clutch and the shaft into the throttle bearing and the pilot bearing in the crankshaft. So let me get a pry bar here. Let me pry in this gap here. See if I can get it loosened up. Okay, and the engine decided to kind of fall a little bit to the side there, but I think transmission's ready to come out. There you go. Let me grab it here, move it to the side. Ah, man, look at that clutch. Yeah, this car has been set for many, many years. So I'm glad I've taken this apart to look at that clutch flywheel. I guarantee you probably that clutch will probably stuck in there. So I'm gonna remove that pressure plate and keep working on it. Removing stuff, right? Trying to catch my breath here. Well, there's our clutch disc and clutch. The disc looks pretty good. Almost looks like new, but new meaning it's been in here for 20 years when it was new. Let me show you up close what the disc looks like. Whoa, can you focus? Can you see it? Got plenty of material. There on the, everything looks good. It just looks kind of rusty on the metal part, but it looks like it doesn't have much wear, as you can see there. Let's put this to the side. And this pressure plate is really got a lot of surface rust on it, as you can see. But it doesn't look like it had much wear on it. The fingers here for the to release the pressure, they're hardly, I mean, like nothing. They don't hardly look like they were touched. But unfortunately, it's got a lot of surface rust here on the face of the pressure plate. Let me give you a close-up. The light don't help it much. This thing is heavy to hold with one hand. And that's what it looks like. I don't know if I should clean that up and just get another one. So I have to deal with that later. I'll probably just get a better one. And the flywheel too looks pretty rusty as far as surface rust, because like I said, it's been sitting there for a long time. Get you a better view of it. Sorry about the lighting. I'm actually outside the shop, so we got plenty of light there. And let's leave it there for now. And as you can see, that flywheel just looks terrible to the eye right now, but let me look at it closely, a little closer here. And I don't think it's got wear marks or anything on it. Put my reading glasses on. Yeah, the flywheel looks fine. It's got all this surface rust on it. It doesn't look like it's got wear or big grooves or anything like that, so I'm okay with it. We'll probably have to resurface it. So let me remove the flywheel. The 6 bolts on the flywheel looks like they're 3/4. So let me get my big impact, because those are going to be tight. Wasp nest eviction. Get out of there. Let's look to the flywheel and the back part of it. All that needs to be cleaned up. Wire wheel, make sure it looks good and resurfaced, I'm sure. So let me put that here for now. You can see the mud daubers, more of their nest here and here. some junk there. You know, I'm looking at this freeze plugs back here. Oh, it's my phone ringing. Don't I know I'm doing videos? Let me shut that off. Like I was saying before the phone started to ring, let me get down close here with my reading glasses on so I can see better. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like these two freeze plugs have been replaced before because they look better, different than this one. This is where the camshaft will go at the back part of it. So yeah, so someone's been here before, which is good. I was thinking I had to replace all of them. They look very good, very new. So anyways, that's a good sign. We still gonna, if I get the whole set, I'll probably just replace them anyways. The ones here on the head, at the end of the head here, they look original. They still have some of the blue paint, same color as the block. So those have never been replaced. One there, same was on that one. But surprisingly, and looks could be deceiving on some of these freeze plugs because they could look good on the outside, but when you take them off, they look really bad on the inside. So we're not gonna take a chance. We're gonna replace all the freeze plugs on it. Then we're gonna flush out the engine block and heads while it's up on the engine stand. We're gonna replace every one of them, probably even this one for the camshaft. But anyways, so far so good. I like the way that it looks so far. So we're gonna get it cleaned up real good. You can see the original paint color there on the head there. We're gonna get it real nice and clean, paint it, replace all the gaskets that need replacing. See some of the original color there too. So original color on the intake manifold. So let me get the engine stand and get this thing up off the ground and on that engine stand. Okay, I got my engine stand ready. I got my engine hoist in position. Let's get this up and hook it up to that hoist into the engine stand. I think we're good. Got all that tight. Got all this kind of leveled in a way. Let me release the weight. Let it stand on the stand. And let's see what we got here. It is a heavy engine, but that one's made for it. There we go. Take that off. Get this back where it came from. And there she is in all her glory. And just remove that header on this side and start working on this motor, getting it freshened up. What I mean by that is we're gonna replace whatever gaskets need to be replaced. We're gonna degrease it. We're gonna clean it up. So I know this engine's good, and it's probably a low mileage engine because this car has been parked for a very long time. We're gonna do that. We're gonna clean it all up. We're gonna make it look like brand new. We're gonna shine it up, and gonna make it look awesome. So thanks for watching this video for now, at least this segment of this video. And we're gonna continue to work on this thing and get it nice and pretty and get it respectable for a 1972 GTO. Now that we have the engine on the stand, I'm going to start by removing the front accessories here. Alternator, power steering pump, pulleys, stuff like that. So we're going to get it to where we're going to put it pretty, take everything off so we can get it pretty bare so we can work on it and make it look nice. Let's see what we're going to start with. I think we're going to start with the water pump pulley. Yeah, look at all that mess in there. Look at all the stuff here. You can tell what it's been sitting for a long time. Wow, look at that mess. Yeah. See all that mess right there? Inside here, from just sitting. Let me see if I can scrape some of that off, even though we are going to clean all that up. See this crud in here. Look at all the corrosion. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. It looks like there's a water pump plate here that needs to come off. It'll come out with the timing chain cover, I suppose, because I am gonna take that off and replace the timing chain cover gaskets. And we're gonna take a look at that timing chain. Maybe even replace it if it's loose. Get all that corrosion. Get all that stuff. Let's see if I can pop this off. We can see further inside of that without bending this. There he went. Wow. Look at that. All the extra silicone gasket, guys. I'm sure you guys already know this. Don't put that much silicone on it because it goes all in the system. It clogs up everything. We are going to use some of it. Just use it very sparingly. It doesn't take much to seal. Look at that. Totally unnecessary. Gotta clean this water pump plate. Make sure it doesn't have any holes or cracks in it. Right now, got all that build up in there. We gotta clean all that up. So right now, it goes on the pile. And look at all that corrosion, guys. Look at all that build up right there. Sure glad that I took it off to clean all this out. Look at all that. Isn't that crazy? That's what happens when an engine sits for a long time. Look at all that mess. look at that. Corrosion from the aluminum. It's from sitting. I'm sure we're going to find a lot of this stuff too inside the engine block. So that's why we are going to remove all the freeze plugs. We're going to flush it out real good. So look at that mess. Gotta check that timing chain cover to make sure it's good, not cracked or corroded to the point that we cannot use it anymore. Look at that mess coming out through the water outlet right there. So much for that. So that I can get my my harmonic balancer puller, remove the harmonic balancer, remove the timing chain cover. Then we'll get to the top of it here. So let me get that puller. Okay, I finally got the correct bolts. These are fine thread bolts and kind of hard to find. With some spacers, got it all set up right there. And let's go ahead and remove this harmonic balancer. Cool. Well, look at all that mess. I'm so glad that we removed this. Look at all that corrosion there, as well as there. We're gonna clean all that up, make it look good. Timing chain looks good. Corrosion everywhere, but I think it'll clean up. Okay. See what we got here for a timing chain. Okay, just at a quick glance, it's a little loose. What do you think? Even though, man, it sure looks like it's been replaced before. But sure is loose right there. We're gonna replace that timing chain while we're here. Get us a nice double roller probably. And look at these cooling passages here, guys. Look at this mess. Look at all that. So glad we're yuck. We're doing this. Gonna get it nice and clean. Get it presentable for the street. Well, good. So far so good for the front part of the engine. Get some of these tools out of here because we're going to start working on the top. And then we're going to call it a day. But I do want to remove the intake and the belly pan, valve covers, that kind of stuff. So let's continue. Valve covers look pretty clean. I'll show you here in a minute under the valve covers here. So we'll put that one to the side. Take the other one off. Cool. That Pontiac has got those rocker splash guards, I suppose. I don't know what you would call them. Rocker oil splash guards. Whatever. Okay. So now I think I can pry in here. Get this intake loose. These are intake gaskets. And I'm replacing all that. I think I need to blow. Oh, no, not blow anymore. So all this is going to go into the engine. So I'm going to remove this valley pan. Not a lot of engines have it. The Pontiacs do have it. 2 bolts here. Lift this up. This to the side. I can already tell that maybe this engine was not maintained properly because it got a lot of buildup of carbon and oil. What do you call it? Oil crud. Let me give you a close-up of that. That's what happens when you don't do oil changes regularly. You get a buildup of oil debris, oil buildup. That crud right there. We're going to get all that cleaned up as much as we can, and then we're gonna do oil changes regularly to get that crud out of there. Same thing with the valve cover splashers there. You see the buildup right there. Right there, we're gonna remove all that and clean all that up. The engine ran really well. It wasn't even smoking or anything. So, may even do an engine flush, who knows? I don't trust those engine flushes because they thin out the oil. But that's what it looks like, guys. Under the valve covers and under the intake. And I'm glad that I removed all that. And so you can see the front of where the timing chain goes. I still need to flip this engine over, but it's still got oil in it, so I'm not going to do that right now. Because I do want to replace that oil pan gasket and the remain seal while we have it out. Why not, right? And then we're going to wire weld everything and make it look really nice, and then we're going to paint it. That's the way the bottom looks there. I'm going to replace all those freeze plugs. Everything nice and clean. Painted the correct Pontiac color for that year and make it look like brand new. Alright, guys, this is the conclusion for this engine. Well, part of it anyways. Tear down. Like I said, I still need to remove the oil pan. So we're going to continue to do this. So for now, we're going to stop right here and take a break. If you enjoyed this video and you got something positive out of it, please like and subscribe. Thanks for sticking until the end. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.